Hey, okay, so welcome back to this little iPad series we've been doing. I'm going to do this video on the Blocky font that I use. I had some questions about that, some questions about how to make it look the way I did, and if you're not sure what I'm talking about this Blocky font that I've been using for a few years. So I just pulled a few of these things, so kind of looks like that. I make it overlap each other, and then it also has like a little black outline. So those are just some examples of it, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So I just made this real fast to kind of show you, because you can actually do this with many different fonts. Sorry, it's loading still. So you can do this with a lot of different fonts and get kind of different looks. I'm not sure why it's like frozen. Okay, so the main one that you see is this one right here, and I'll put links to it. This one is called, it's called Amelia is the font. So all I did is I wrote hello friend, and then I did it in this Amelia font, and I did it in black. Okay, so I'm going to show you this font actually has the outline already, so it makes it really easy, but these you can also do it in kind of a different way. So we have hello friend, and then what I will always do is we're going to put these away so that we can see better. Okay, so then what I would do is I would duplicate it, and then I would edit, highlight it, and you can go to the little A, and then you can just choose the outline, and then I always do that in black. And now you have the outline in black. Then what I usually do is I kind of move it a bit, because I don't like it to be just like that. I kind of like the look of it kind of being off-centered. Okay, and now that I copied and pasted it, I can now rasterize this one, and then I can start changing the colors if I want, so to make it, to make them have some different colors. Okay, just kidding, let's do like a pink. Okay, so something like that. Okay, so now you could just do it like that. That looks pretty cute, but to get it the way that I do it, where you have them all misshaped, it does take a little bit of time. So what I do is I combine those two layers. So combine the, you got the outline, and then you got the bottom layer. Combine those two, and then I just come here and I take this tool and I keep it on the freehand and make sure that the color filler, nothing else is clicked, just the freehand. And now I just go right around it, and then I click the arrow, and I just make them different shapes. So I'm going to put that one on top of there. Then I'm going to do the L's. Oops. And you don't want to like get any of the other letters, so it does take a little bit of time. And I kind of just try to determine how I want to do it. Like with the E, I always put the E on top of L's, just because otherwise you might kind of lose that it's an E. So I want to make sure I can still tell that it's an E. And just do that. And then same thing with like an O. If I put an O there, you might kind of lose that it's an L, and it might look like an I. So I'm going to do it that way. And yeah, you just basically do it. I have preferences, so I, pretty easily can tell that I know what I'm going to do. Like I know I'm going to always put an I on top of an E. The E will go on the N. The F will go on the R. Like that's just what I like. But you'll just kind of figure it out as if you do try this. Kind of try different stuff and see what you like. And I do kind of like to, do different sizes so that it looks very like blocky. And then they don't all have to be touching. Sometimes I'll just kind of get it really close like that. So now I got that. And then now they're so far apart because I've been editing them. So then I just make sure I take it and put it back so it kind of looks like it's the same, you know, like it's a sentence or whatever. So that is how I do that. And that is a font I got off of Creative Market, but I'm also going to show you how to do it with other kinds of fonts. So let's take this one for example. So this one is called Hello Snow or Fresh Snow, I think. So again, I just did it in caps and I chose Fresh Snow, and it won't work for, I mean, it usually works. There are a few fonts that it just doesn't look as good. I do think it looks good when it's more blocky, but again, we're going to duplicate it, and then I'm going to take that top layer and edit and highlight it. And I'm going to go to this A, and this one right here, this O that you can see kind of looks like an outline. If you click that, it's going to do that same thing and basically make the font an outline. And then I'm going to come and change it to black, and now it looks like that. So then for me, again, I would probably move it a little bit just so it's not like perfect, but there it is. And then if you wanted to do that same concept, you totally could. You would probably want to space out the letters a little bit more in order to do what I just did, because as you can see, like it's too close. You're going to be cutting up the letters. So for this particular font, if you wanted to do that, what I would do is before you do it, you know, edit this and make it, do the A, and then go to this kerning right here and go like this and just space out the letters. Okay, and then we would do the same thing. So duplicate it, edit, highlight it, click the A, do this one, and then make it black. And then I'd go like this. But now you've got them spaced out. And then again, make sure if before you combine these, if I combine these, and then it becomes a little bit hard to change the color, because I'll show you. If I do, it might get, it'll either do that, and so now I got to come in here and I got to like get all of them, and it just doesn't look as good, I think. So I do make sure that I have the color, the colors what I want before I merge them. So if you do want to, you know, change the colors, do rasterize, and then you can change the colors. I mean, you could even just do that color, and then we combine it, and then you can come back here and, you know, start doing it for each letter. So yeah, this does take a long time, but this is, oops, but this was one of my favorite fonts. Oh my gosh, what do I keep doing? This is one of my favorite fonts, or font styles kind of, that I did for a long time. Okay, so that is that. And then I think I had, did I have another one? Oh yeah, I had that one. Yeah, so again, just some different styles, different fonts you could do. This one down here, oops, this one. So again, I could duplicate it, edit, click the A, click that little thing, and then make it black, and then do that. And then with that, I'm just kind of moving it a tiny bit. And you could do each and every one. So if you wanted to do each and every one, like let's say you want some on top of it, you want some not on top of it, you could rasterize that and then do this, and then you could do each and every one. So you could take the H and move it down a bit, take the E. I actually used to do that, and then I started doing it a little bit different, but even make it a little bit smaller. And that way it really does look, you know, it is very unique. But I think the other way works fine too. I don't think you can really tell a difference, but you know, but maybe you want the L to go like that, and then you want this L to go up above. And sometimes I make it smaller. But yeah, anyways, so that's how you could do it if you want to do it that way. And then I just had this other font here. So, and you could do it just like this too. You don't have to obviously do it that other way. So you could just do this. This is also fun to do it like this, and then to put a layer underneath it and color it in. So take, you know, some kind of like more watercolory paintbrush and come in here, and you can like kind of color it And then, you know, you could choose different colors. Now you could also obviously take the color. Oops, I would need to rasterize it, hold on. But yeah, so that's what it would look like if you did it that way. You could also, I just click there and put, you know, put some colors inside it like that. So either one works, but you can definitely see the difference. And we could do this color fill and just go like this. But you can see the difference. This one is more of a, because I use kind of like a paint, almost a paintbrushy. You can kind of see how it looks. And then this one is more like perfect because I just filled it in. So that is the other cool thing you can do with that. So I think that's it. I just wanted to show you guys how I did that block font.